Alexa, when will World War III start?
World War III starts on November 23, 2023 at 6:05 p.m., when Russia launches an attack against Germany.
Alexa, when will World War III start?
World War III starts on November 23, 2023 at 6:05 p.m., when Russia launches an attack against Germany.
Shalom. Shalom, Mashallah, Shalom, Mashallah, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Quadash, for giving me the spirit to do this video. Call Yamlah, Allahaynaw, Abanaw, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the elect elders of Israel that rule well. Strong salutations to your brothers out there that labor in sound doctrine and in sincerity. Yahweh Shema Shai, Barakatum Shof elect, and peace, blessings, and salutations to the house of David, the elect. And man, we in some serious times, man. All right, we in some serious times, man. And it was, I would say, about 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, probably 2 weeks ago, when I was searching for this video diligently. I was searching for this because I've been had this video. I've been meaning to do a video on this, and now the Lord, Yahweh Shai, call Yahweh Shai for that. I got to it, then I pretty much did all my other videos. Been checking off my checklist, doing all my videos. Production rate has been going up. Been putting up 7 videos a day. Now it's gonna be 14 videos a day. Actually, maybe 18 videos a day. But that's neither here nor there. On each channel, I got different YouTube channels. In each channel, I got a quote unquote goal for them as far as my production rate, to make sure I'm diligent on fire and stuff like that. And each YouTube channel serve a different purpose. I'm going in different things. And man, we finally got to it. This is the video I've been holding on to since last year, man. It's 2023 now. The video I had showed that January 28, 2022. My screen recording was 9:10 p.m. So it's been a year, going on a year and 1 month. All right, and we in 2023, and Alexa just said, and this was something I had at the beginning of last year, January, the beginning of 2022. I was in a totally different place, and so now we seeing as stuff goes on, things are now are headed. We in the future, we steady, we get closer and closer to Yahweh Shai return, and these prophecies kind of pass. It's right in front of us. It's right in front of our face. We can see it, man. And it ain't a coincidence. And I know I'm kind of talking a little fast, but I'm gonna make sure I'm touching all bases. I'm gonna get into it. It ain't a coincidence that just on my main camp page, the Israelite Calvary 144K. Okay, this is my main YouTube channel. The first YouTube channel I started off with. Right now it's down. I can't do nothing on it. I got 2 strikes. I can't do nothing on it for 14 days. The second strike came on the 14th, February 14th, last week. And now I'm not gonna be doing nothing on it except for posting other videos from my other YouTube channels on it, because I'm not gonna risk of doing uploading videos and then I get hit with a 3rd strike before the 90-day period is over with, and then get the whole YouTube channel taken down. No, I'm gonna use wisdom, because I feel like the Lord is not finished with the YouTube channel. He wants it to stay up. It's more production that gotta go up on this channel. But it gives time for the other YouTube channels for me to pretty much catch up the production on the same or even pass it. So anyway, but while I was doing my videos, uploading my videos, you see this one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, the 5th, the 5th latest video on this channel is called Fears that Germany will start World War III. That video got 41 views, and that's like an average on the highest views. I probably get the average of highest views. Most popular video I only got like 700 some views. That's dealing with that nigga Polite. 761 views. Okay, so on the average, I'll probably get like 10 to 40 views. That's just on the average. And so people watch this, fears that Germany will start World War III. And if you watch this video, I advise you to go watch this video, because this is this video that I'm doing on this, and Alexa, that's Amazon. But anyway, this video I'm doing on this was from last year. This was from 2022, and it got timestamp on there, so you can tell, we ain't lying. You see, the timestamp was just up there. Yeah, the timestamp right up there. You see it. Okay, my camera roll timestamp. All right. So it's like, man, the spirit is speaking, because motherfuckers, you can watch this video. Okay, it says fears that Germany will start World War III. Like that. Fears that Germany will start World War III. Okay, so hey, you get a chance, watch this video, like it, comment. If you ain't subscribe, and share that thing, man. All right, because this is prophecy. All right, this is prophecy, and this ain't by coincidence. There's no such thing as a coincidence. The spirit speaketh expressly. Yahweh Shema Shah is doing something in the earth, and you gotta have that spiritual eyesight to see, right? You gotta have that discernment, man. Like, man, this stuff heating up. Okay, and we're gonna let's just play again. Let's play again, man. Cause I got some heat, man. I got some fire. I'm gonna bring out, and this ain't it. It's cause the spirit is speaking, man.
Alexa, when will World War III start?
World War III starts on November 23, 2023 at 6:05 p.m., when Russia launches an attack against Germany.
Alexa, when will World War III start?
World War III starts on November 23, 2023 at 6:05 p.m., when Russia launches an attack against Germany.
All right, so Khan. All right, there you go. So she said World War III gonna start when? Say it again.
6:05 p.m., when November 23, 20 starts on November 23, 2023 at 6:05 p.m., when Russia launches an attack against Germany.
All right, yeah, she said it's gonna start November, right? November 23rd, 2023 at 6:05 p.m. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's Thanksgiving, man. That's a quote unquote that whole pagan day, that holiday, Thanksgiving that's set up in Babylon, man. All right, she said, Alexa, which is pretty much the Siri of Amazon. She said it's gonna. Why would she know? Why would she say that, man? Why that? Why that date? Why the fuck she know that? Because these guys are plugged in. They know shit, man. But anyway, she said it's gonna start November 23rd, 2023, and this was last year. Now, this was last year, by the way. She said it's gonna start. This is a video that I got from last 2022. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this probably that TikTok video probably came out at the end of 2021. Okay, at the end of 2021. And this is a video I just got January 28, 2022. And this is 2023 now. Okay. She said that World War III is going to start November 23rd, 2023, when Russia invades Germany at 6:05 p.m. All right, this is big, man. This shit is heating up, because I just did a video, right? A recent video, all right? Something that's in real time, talking about how people are scared and fears that Germany is going to start World War III. All right, so we know what we see it happening, man. We can see it popping off like popcorn, man. All right, and if I'm not mistaken, that's Thanksgiving. That's supposed to be November 23rd, supposed to be Thanksgiving. And Lord got some Thanksgiving for that ass, man. That can be very well the last 2023 can be the last Thanksgiving ever, man. This can be very well the year. Okay? the year, man. Okay, this can very well be the year where the Lord gets shit cracking and popping, man. You know? I got other stuff. I got this. Okay. I got this. Let's see, yeah, I got this, okay? And this is something I've been had this, I would say back in 2021. You know, it's not timestamp ain't showing it for some reason, but I've been had this back in 2021. And this is the American solar eclipses. Okay, let me try to right. And so you see it. It says total solar eclipses. American solar eclipses. They had August 21, 2017. All right, and that was the year I came into this thing, man. 2017. I was 15 years old, going on 16. I came into this thing, I believe, I would say July. If it wasn't June, it was for sure July. It was July 2017. I was 15 years old. I was like literally 15 years old in 11 months. About to turn 16. I turned 16 literally the next one in August. You know? And then when it was August 21st, 2017, that's when that solar eclipse. I remember that. When everybody was talking about that. You know, football was just starting back up, ramping back up. Everybody was talking about this thing. You know? That's when I was, you know, that's when I had 2 weeks prior, I had got my first job. You know, just turned 16, got my, you know, all that, man. Going back to school and shit. You know, being enlightening, you know, enlightened by this word. That's when I came to this knowledge. All right. So that, you know, 2017 was a heavy year. A lot of people, came into this thing. You know, I came into this thing very, very, fairly young, exposed to a lot of stuff. But then, you know, you had that solar eclipse, that total solar. It says a total, right there. It says total solar eclipse, right over Babylon, man. Now the Lord says, get the scripture, Joel. This is Joel 2. Joel 2:30, and I will shoot wonders in the heavens and in the earth, Salakia. And I will shoot wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood, right? The sun shall be turned into darkness. What is that? That's a solar eclipse, man. All right? The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of Yahweh Shema shall come. Right? So the Lord is showing you what he's going to be doing. All right? And so I feel like, you know, 2017 was the beginning of the end, man. Literally the beginning of the end. You know? Literally the beginning of the end. Then you got what? The annular solar eclipse, 2021? That was June 10, 2021. Okay. What was it? Yeah. June 10, 2021. You know, I was, I turned 20 that year in August. So I was 19 at the time. I was 19 years old. That's when in May, I first started going out in the highways and byways, you know, by myself, man. You know, had to do what I had to do. You know, at 15, I've been trying to join a camp, you know, ISUPK. You know, at 15 years old, I was trying to get it in, man. But I had to just learn and learn how to, you know, be in the world but not of it. You know, I had to still be under my parents and shit. You know, playing sports and shit, working my jobs and shit. You know, dealing with people in the world and shit. And really having no guidance, no elders. Didn't really even find about GMS until 2020, really. And then even in that, you couldn't even join GMS. Literally at the time when Apostle Hard was not accepted, no new, and I was back in Louisiana. What it was. So when I found out about GMS, I was in Texas. Then I had to go back to Louisiana. You know, there's some family problems and shit. And so then I really had nobody around me. So nobody. You know, you couldn't join. You know, so really I was just really, by myself. Through I won't say through because I had Yahweh Shema Shah guiding me, sending me dreams and visions, and showing me things in 2020. Also me to where, hey, I can teach, I can do my own, not say do my own thing, but I don't need nobody else to do the work. And so, the Most High showed me that, and here you have it. I started, really getting it in. From that point on, 2020, say September, literally a month after I turned 19, I started getting it in. And then May 2021, started on the highway. And then a couple of weeks later, you got that annular solar eclipse, man. And I ain't making this thing about me. I'm just showing you, what is it? I'm sharing my testimony, because I'm a witness, man. I'm a witness. I'm one of a witness. I'm one of the witnesses of Yahweh Shema Shah's mysteries and glory. I ain't making this thing about me. I'm just sharing my testimony because I bear witness. I bear witness, man. All right? And all you brothers, you should do the same, man. All right? This thing ain't making it about ourselves. All right? Because the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, he has chosen each and every one of you, each and every one of you individuals to bear witness with this thing and to share your personal testimony, man. To further exalt this ministry, all right, and the glory and praise of Yahweh Shema Shah. So a couple weeks, what was it? I say May 22nd, 2021, is when I fully was established, fully established my camp, my congregation, the Israelite Calvary. Then a couple weeks later, June 10th, 2021, you had the American annular solar eclipse. Now, it's not a total solar eclipse, but it's an annular, so it's like it ain't really the big one, but it's like it's a smaller one, but it's still a solar eclipse. It wasn't as powerful as the 2017 one, but it still was potent. Okay, and now it's 2023. All right, October 14th has yet to come, but it's coming. How about Shema Shah Zah? Or who knows? But if it come, then it's expected to have an annular solar eclipse of October 14, 2023. So Babylon gonna have another annular solar eclipse October 14, 2023. And this is the Most High, like he put on the prophet Joel, Yahweh in Hebrew. And he's in the second chapter, he said what? The Lord told him, he prophesied, put the spirit on him to say, all right, the Most High gonna be showing signs in the heaven and different things like that. Right, like solar eclipses, like lunar eclipses, blood moons, and things like that before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. These are the signs in the heaven. Is the Most High showing us different signs and signets, omens and tokens that He's coming. He's sending judgment on earth. His prophecies are about to come to pass. All right, these things are coming to pass. These things are heating up. Our redemption is drawing nigh. Okay, so now you have another annular solar eclipse coming. All right, in 2023. Now, the other annual solar eclipse happened in 2021. All right, that was June 10, 2021. You're gonna have another American annular solar eclipse in October 14, 2023. Now, I knew this for a while back in when I found the whole thing out in 2021. I would say that's probably could have been like March or April or May 2021. And I was looking at these different things, And so now I had this information for a while, and then now getting that information last year in 2022 about pretty much Amazon saying it's Alexa, but it's really Amazon. That damn monopoly, which Amazon about to be a fucking monopoly real soon. Jeff Bezos and them, these guys plugged in predictive programming, and so they saying that World War III gonna start November 23rd, 2023. Now, October 14, 2023, I did the math, is literally 40 days. It's literally 40 days before that Pacific date that Amazon or Alexa said, man. I did the math. Okay? It's literally 40 days. Put this in my notes. Do a lesson on this. Listen, World War III started November 2020. World War III started November 23rd, 2023, according to Alexa Amazon. All right, October 14, 2023 is the American annular solar eclipse, which is exactly 40 days before the expected date. All right, they're literally 40 days apart, and we know that the number 40, that's a spiritual number. All right, scriptures talk about how, if I'm not mistaken, what Moses had fasted for 40 days or 40 nights, or was it? I believe so. Before he went back to, for the Lord sent him back to Egypt to lead the people out of Israel. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. And then also, you got Moses. He was up there in the mount, receiving the disposition of the law, 40 days and 40 nights. And he came down and Israel going off, and he broke the tablets. He had to go back up there again, another 40 days and 40 nights. He was up there for 80 days in total. All right, the Lord made Israel, for their disbelief, for their doubt, wander in the wilderness for 40 years. Told them they're not going to enter into the promised land. The generation after them are going to enter 40 years. Okay, we see it, Yahweh Shai, after he got baptized, he went into wilderness to get tried, fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. Okay. So we see that number 40 is a very spiritual number, man. It's very spiritual. Okay. And like I said, if I'm not mistaken, I did the math already. Let me go to my calendar. I can go to my calendar. Let me see. Okay, if I go to my calendar, all right, November 23rd, right? All right, that's Thanksgiving. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, right? And October 14th, right? October 14th, do the math, right? October 14th, so start with 15th. So October 15th make one day, so we start at 15th. The 15th make one day, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is the 21st. 8 is the 22nd. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. November 13th is the 30th day. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. November 23rd is the 40th day from the annular solar eclipse. That's supposed to happen. Now, I'm not making this a doctrine. I'm not saying, Alexa Emerson, because really, it's all according to the will of Yahweh Shema Shai. The Most High, according to 2nd Esdras 4, 36, 37, the Most High have put everything in a balance, have measured time, which, everything is supposed to fall out according to how the Most High set it up. And it's already set up through predestination. And Most High already got it, allowed it to happen once the time is appointed. Okay, we understand that. But the Most High is also giving us signs and tokens. And he told us to measure the time diligently within himself in 2nd Esdras 9 chapter. He told us to measure the time diligently within himself. So we have, Most High has given us his tools and the different measuring sticks to measure out these different prophecies. All right, the time. That's why these heathens, they got a such thing called a doomsday clock. All right, and we doing the same, man. The prophets, okay, the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai, the teachers, the apostles, okay, the bishops, the deacons, the pastors, the evangelists, the shepherds, the disciples. We out here, doing the work, and we measuring the time diligently within itself. That's why we occupy in this thing, man. Okay. That's why we occupied in this thing. And it makes sense. So I'm gonna read this again. I put this, I made this February 6, 2023, 7:30 p.m., right? It says lesson. I put lesson because this is what a video I'm supposed to do, which I'm doing right now. World War III starting November 23rd, 2023, according to Alexa Amazon. Right, because according to Alexa Amazon, because the dude asked her, Alexa, when is World War III? She didn't say, I don't know. She said that bit firmly. She said, nah, this one is going, like, she just said it just like she just knew. I want to, she let her yay be yay and her nay be nay. She knew she said what it was, according to her. Now, we ain't saying it's true, All right, but we have some type of suspicion to where why would she even say, like, you know what I'm saying? Because when you ask these different machines, these robots like Siri or Alexa, they don't really like, you ask like low level shit, they wouldn't have like a responsible answer. But you ask something like this, and somehow they know, I believe these high level guys, starting with Jeff Bezos on down, and these other elites like Elon Musk, all these different guys, that's different puppets for the elites, or face cards for the elites. These different guys, these different CEOs and businessmen and engineers and scientists for the elites, they plugged in, man. They know different shit. So these guys could have pretty much programmed Alexa, put it in her system, and to have it to know and to pretty much tell the people, So, like I said, we're gonna see, man. But yeah, according to Alexa Amazon, World War III is starting November 23rd, 2023, when Russia invaded Germany at 6:05 p.m. Right? When Russia invades Germany. Now, according to the previous world wars, I mean, it had something to do with Germany, man. It was always had something to do with Germany. Germany this, Germany that, Germany this. That's why Japan got that hydrogen, that atomic bomb dropped on them, because that was taking sides with Germany. America dropped that bomb on Japan, man, on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And that shocked the whole world. But this new World War III, see, America ain't the only one with that technology now. Russia got it, okay, and these other nations, these countries, they got it too. And Russia ain't on the sides with America, man. All right, that's what we got. That whole Cold War was about. People were scared, America and Russia. But see, this time the Lord gonna let it loose, let it fly. See those bombs, those missiles gonna start flying very, very soon. This is the whole World War III is about. That's why Albert Einstein was like, I don't know how World War III gonna be fought, but I know World War IV gonna be fought with sticks and stones, because they realize, the way that shit is headed, the type of the weaponry that these different nations, these different countries got. All right, it has the power to wipe out masses of civilization. All right, to where after that war is over with, all right, the earth is going to be set back to the Stone Age, man. And that's what the Lord, said He's going to do. It's going to be a great reset. The scripture said the elements shall melt with fervent heat. That's what the Most High did in the old world when He flooded the whole earth with water, and saved only 8 souls. But this time the Lord going to preserve the elect, and He going to allow the heathen to go into their underground bunkers and shit, or go to places of refuge to where the bombs ain't going to hit them, because those heathens going to be reserved for slavery. And ultimately, anybody that's caught up in them missiles and them bombs, it's going to be wicked Jake, 2/3 of Israel, and the rest of you rebels throughout the four corners of the earth, and other heathen nations, that the Lord going to hit with that fire, especially Edom over here in America. See, any Edomite that's in America, that's left in America, when this shit pop off, you gonna get burnt. You gonna get burnt to pieces. That's gonna be your judgment. The Edomites throughout the four corners of the earth, some of y'all might get hit. The Lord gonna allow the elites to escape that judgment, because they're gonna be preserved for slavery. You different elites of the different nations. You different noblemen. You gonna get preserved for slavery. And this thing is all about. This is what we enjoy, man. World War III. That's why I said the second war is past, the third war cometh quickly. All right, and this is very spiritual. We go to say November 23. Right, November 23. Okay, what day? Tell you should pop up. It's supposed to be Thanksgiving. The Lord gonna have some Thanksgiving for that ass. All right, we seen it on the calendar anyway. For some reason, it ain't popping up. Type of Thanksgiving. Okay, there you go. November 23rd, 2023. That's Thanksgiving. Okay, so there you have it. So, you know, hey, I see none is a coincidence, man. You know, none is a coincidence. We can see it popping off. You know, and you know, it says the annular solar eclipse. The annular solar eclipse of October 14, 20. The next annular solar eclipse is this year. Is on October 14, 23, and that's 40 days prior to the expected date of World War III, according to Amazon. And then you got the next total solar eclipse. All right, damn near 7 years after the 2017 one. All right, happened on April. It's gonna happen April 8th, 2024. You know, and I believe 2024 gonna be the year. That's me personally as a man. I'm not making that a doctrine. It's me personally as a man. I believe 2024 gonna be the year, and we get up out of here. I just don't see it. No, I just don't see it. I just can't see it continue on further. Now I'm not the Most High. I'm just a man. My ways ain't the Most High ways. So if the Most High allowed us to go past that day, it is what it is. We're gonna have to continue to do what we gotta do. Be diligent, be firm, continue on in this thing. But me, as just the rate, just the pace and the rate of how things is going, and just me, just the whole spirit speaking, not just in this time, but just all the years going, you know, from 2017 all the way up to now. You got the whole thing with 2020 happening. But now we're in 2023, and people think, you know, a lot of people think this shit is dying down. But that's why Troops say when they say peace and safety, then send the shit to come upon them as a woman at travail, and they should not escape. And me personally, I believe 2024 gonna be the year, man. Because if that's true, if the starting date of World War III is November 23rd, because we understand that World War III is not gonna start off by missile shooting off. No, it's gonna be a build-up. Everything. The Most High deals with a build-up. All right. In a story, you have a starting, you have a rising, then you have a peak, right? Then you have a downfall, then you have the ending of a story. That's how the Most High deals with his prophetic events. So we understand World War III gonna have a beginning, right? Then it's gonna have a rising. So we can say when World War III start, that's ultimately when that's probably gonna be a lot of shit gonna be going on then. If that's the date when World War III start, that means a lot of shit is gonna be popping off even prior to that date, right? You're gonna have, by that time you can say the Lord then raised up King David. The Lord have gave King David and his men that spiritual power. They're doing works and miracles from the ministry. Okay, the Lord brought back Ariah. You know, to see King David bring back the people. You know, ultimately the elect. It was to fulfill that scripture, Hosea, the first chapter. They shall be gathered together and put themselves one head. You know, Ezekiel 37. You know, the ultimate, then that's going to bring about Esau persecuting us. That's what the whole X-Men movie series is about. You know, then Esau going to be doing what he do. And then defaming the ministry. Because Esau going to see the Lord, going to set us in order before this man's eyes. That's what the whole thing about. So that's what the Lord going to use David for. As a witness, leading the commander to the people. That's what that whole Isaiah the 55th chapter is about. You know, I'm saying if this is the date, this is all the things that's gonna happen prior to that, happening, man. You know, or is it gonna be coincide, like happening at the same damn time, at the same time? You know, the power gonna be the Lord gonna give His man great praise and fame, and every land where they put the ministry gonna be exalted to a whole nother level. People ain't even talk about this. You know, billions of people gonna witness. You know what I'm saying? That's why it says, this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. That's why the Lord shall have given him for a witness to all nations, and then shall the end come. World War III is the beginning. That's literally the beginning of the end, because at the peak of World War III, that's when Yahweh Shah gonna be coming back. So if World War III start, there's gonna be a rising to that and a peak. That peak is when the missiles getting shot off at one another. And the peak of it, that's when America gonna be the first country to go. That's when Yahweh Shah gonna be returning, cracking them skies and clouds to save the elect up out of that judgment. So I'm saying all the things that must happen before all that happen. You know, because there's gonna be a peak of World War III. You know, a lot of brothers say the MOTB, and that's true. The MOTB gonna be it's a lot of things that's gonna happen before World War III is at its peak, if not before it even starts. You know, so I'm pretty much saying if that's the case to be, that means a lot of stuff about to pop off this year. A lot of shit gonna pop off this year. The Lord about to shock everybody. A lot of people about to be shocked. The whole world is in for something. It's in for something, man. The Lord about to shake things up. You know? And I'm saying what I'm saying the Spirit speaks. The Spirit speaking expressly. It's like, but yeah, man. Okay, you're gonna have for the, because now the Lord has set us up in order. Yeah, put us, gathered us together under the commandment of under the power, raising up King David. I raised up David into them. So the Lord gonna set us in order before this man's eyes. All this different camp beef and all that. See, these different camps ain't gonna have no excuse, because all that, the doctrine, all that, the Lord gonna straighten it out. All them schisms, that's gonna get straightened out through King David. By the way, see, the Lord gonna show you who he's dealing with by way of that power. You all right? There ain't gonna be no gray area. See, right now there's a whole gray area. Who the Lord dealing with us? We're gonna see this with unity, See, all that's gonna get straightened out, man. And nobody talking about this. All right? The Lord's gonna raise up King David, and all these different schisms and this doctrine, unity and division, that's gonna get straightened out. All right? That's why I said they shall serve David, their king, whom I shall raise up to them. Because back in 1 West, the Lord gave us the truth, this knowledge, and that was on one accord, one body. He had all them different divisions, them different fallouts, and all this other stuff. Different men passed on. Other men ain't even, other men passed on, or other men back in the world, or other men that just ain't doing the work right now, or you don't really see them. And this whole, what's going on? Them, what you would say, dark age, the gray area, the downtime. These different fights and shit that's going on, and it makes sense. And men think that the Lord just with this, or the man just think that the Lord just with their camp, or man just think, the Lord just with the unity, but the doctrine's different. Or man think the Lord just with all this division. No, man. The Lord's gonna show his power as well. See, when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, there was no excuse for them not to be following Yahweh Shai, under the banner of Yahweh Shai in unity, in unison. And this time we can see, okay, but the Lord gonna show who you with by way of that power, man. Okay? And then there ain't gonna be no excuse to why you're not following the correct way. Why you're not under the command of King David. The Lord is showing you who you with. The Lord is showing you the correct way, the correct door. They're showing you the doorkeeper, the doorman. So in that day, nobody's gonna have an excuse. The Lord gonna set us in order. All right, 1 West is gonna come back together in that day. All right, the real King David gonna be raised up, and Ariel gonna be there to see it. And once he see it, he's gonna finish his mission, and the Lord, I believe the Lord gonna take him up. I believe that's his purpose. He gonna endorse it. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, he gonna really see the end. He gonna see that power, all that. And so once that happens, Esau gonna just like Simeon Toko, he gonna do his persecution, right? He do his witchcraft and his sorcery and his enchantments, via his defamation, dropping bags on different brothers' head. That's what the whole X-Men series, the movies. That's what this shit is about. And ultimately, he gonna or what it is. He's going to famous. Ultimately, he's just gonna persecute us. That's when the Lord gonna ultimately lift up that standard, and that power gonna be fully that power gonna be fully manifested. What I said, I said, my servants then shall fight. All right, and Esau just gonna unleash holy hell on Jake. All right, on Israel, because he threw, because that power. That's gonna be his ass. Okay, that's gonna be his ass, and so, during that whole time of the defamation and persecution, leading up to all that, the Lord gonna really, really, really exalt his ministry through the internet by the way of that power. The people gonna be willing that day. people gonna see it, and this was gonna make Esau, you know, this is the whole Simeon Toko shit was about. This was the whole X-Men series about, movie series about. And that happening. And so, when the persecution start, he just ain't gonna be persecuting men with that power, you know, type like a David, but also anybody in Israel. Anybody gonna get it. People gonna be, you know, like gonna be hated all men for Yahushua's sake. You know, it's gonna get real. All right, and we can see it all leading up to that, you know, that persecution. And then ultimately that persecution gonna have where the prophets ain't gonna be speaking no more, really. Ain't gonna be speaking no more, putting no more videos up. Esau gonna clip the web, shut the internet down. And ain't gonna be no more, the Most High speaking no more. It's gonna be complete action. And so, when ain't no more speaking, ain't no more, none of this, ministry, none of that, right? It's gonna be judgment time. Then that's when Jacob's trouble, you know, that's Jacob's trouble. You know? And then, before you know it, people gonna be like, damn, what would we do? We need the word. We need, you know, that's when the famine of the word gonna sit in. In the midst of Jacob's trouble, that's when the famine of the word is gonna sit in fully. That's when they're gonna be, people gonna fully get it. That's when they're gonna be seeking. But it's gonna be way, way too late. And I say all that to say this. By then, okay. That's when. Okay. So we gotta, you know, so a lot of stuff gotta happen prior. You know, before, if not at the same time, if this is the date, you know, November 23rd, 2023. And we in what, this is February 2023. All right, so that's what, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So that's 9 months away. So a lot of shit can happen in 9 months, man. A lot of shit can happen in 9 months. You know, and then you got this annular solar eclipse. I talked before. So, just like in 2020, a lot of shit happened. You know, that year, I say what, March, in that February and March, a lot of shit happened. A lot of people got right. Even in January, it was talks of World War III. In 2020, a lot of shit happened. You know, a lot of people shook up before. You know what I'm saying? You know that. You know, and that was like a year and 5 months, or a year and 4 months, till what, the annular solar eclipse in June 10th, 2020. So you know what I'm saying? So the Lord is doing something in the earth. So a lot of shit can happen, man. And we can see it. You know? And then you got the total solar eclipse gonna happen April 8th, 2024. You know, that's what I believe. Okay, when that happens, okay, boom, Yahushua is definitely on his way. And he probably could be here in May, June, or July 2024. And that could be the year of when it's, you know, when it's all said and done. You know? So, let me get this scripture. Because this shit is real. You know, this shit is real, man. This is Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. The third woe cometh quickly. All right. Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. Verse 17. And the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne, saying, It is done. And there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men upon the earth, so mighty an earthquake and so great. And the great city was divided in 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell. And great Babylon came in remembrance before Yahweh Shemashah, to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath, and every island fled away, and the mountains were not found. And there fell upon a men great hail out of heaven, every stone about the weight of a talent. And the men blasphemed Yahweh Shemashah because of the plague of the hail, for the plague thereof was exceeding great. And this is what this stuff is all leading up to, man. You know? Yeah, Revelation 14 and 14. I looked and behold a white cloud, and upon that cloud one sat like the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his head and in his hand a sharp sickle. Another angel came up out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, and for the harvest of the earth is ripe. Right, and this is going to be in the peak of World War III. Verse 16, and he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle, thrusting his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. And the earth was reaped. So this is, what I'm saying, and the Most High showed me. I would say it was 5 sets of dreams, and it was the same. It wasn't the same thing, but it had coinciding events. Each event led to another. And I got these different dreams, and they were spread out. The first dream I got was, I believe it was July, August. It was either at the end of July or the beginning of August, to where I saw Yahweh Shai, just like John the Revelator saw Yahweh Shai, the day of the Lord. Yeah, I saw Yahweh Shai, got beaten up to a chariot, right? I got beaten up into a chariot. I bowed down at his feet. I saw the glory of Yahweh Shai, instantly bowed down at his feet. And I saw Yahweh Shai pretty much laughing at the elites, The elites was scared to death, and pretty much, I'm not mistaken, I believe we said that after I'm through, pretty much taking the armies out and putting y'all in slavery, then is when he flew up out of there. That whole dream, that was the first dream I got, and that was like after, I believe that was like Yahweh Shai, that was after the math of Yahweh Shai destroying America. And then he appeared where the elites was, and he said what he had to say. Yeah, that was obviously that dream in 2020. And then on December 31st, 2020, the Lord took me up to the third heaven. This was a dream. So I went to the third heaven. I saw the third heaven, see how it all was. And it's written like it's in the scriptures. The angels in white standing before the throne. It's like below on their feet is a sea of glass. It's like like crystal blue, some type of, it's ocean, some type of sky. It's something like that. It's right. It's like they're standing on the clouds, the dark blue clouds. They say the clouds is like a mirror reflection of the ocean. That's why the ocean is. That's why the clouds is that. Or let's say the clouds is why the ocean is that. I'm not sure. Some is reflecting off of other. But yeah, like the third heavens, they stand upon a sea of glass. That crystal blue. Okay. Another thing, I took him before the throne. I seen what the Most High looked like. I seen what it looked like, but I forgot. So I saw him, but I didn't. If that makes sense. And I saw how they communicate, like Yahweh spoke to the angel, and like telepathy, to tell the angel that tell Yahweh Shai it's time for him to do what he do. And that's what you read about here in Revelation 14 chapter. The angel came out the temple and told Yahweh Shai it's time. I saw that. And just like we read in Revelation the 16th chapter. The angel said, it is done. And it became great earthquakes and this and this and this. That earthquake is talking about just like we read about in Revelation the 11th chapter. Pretty much, or other the prophets in the Old Testament prophesying about the Lord rising and shaking the earth. It's that great earthquake, man. And I seen the Most High tell the angel to tell Yahweh Shai, look, it's time. I saw that. And Yahweh Shai, when he said, time what? And immediately jumped up. He was sitting on that. He was sitting up on that cloud. And it's like he was in the dark, and then pretty much we said it's time. And then you just out of nowhere, you see all his army, his whole army, his angels appear, and they all screaming, it's lightning and shaking. Then I wake up, right? So I saw that. That was December 31st, 2020. Literally December 31st, 2020. I woke up on December 31st, 2020 when I see that dream. And it was so heavy. I was coming off of a fast. And it was so heavy, then 2021. Apostle Hart coined that year 2021, the coming, the hasting of the day of Yahweh Shema Shah. And I coined it pretty much the same thing, but it's like the decree, because the Most High showed me the decree. So pretty much he basically was saying the hastening the coming of the decree. Because the day of Yahweh Shema Shah not gonna come until the Most High Yahweh gives that decree to Yahweh Shah to come to bring that day. So I was 2021. That's the hastening decree. So we get ourselves in order. Make sure we on point. We need to get ourselves in order. 2021, hastening the decree. That dream was very, very heavy. That was the second dream. So I got the first dream, the second dream, and the third dream I got was June 2021. Okay, it was June 2021, and I saw, what was it? Yeah. I saw the war in heaven. I saw Yahweh Shah and the angels fighting against Esau and the nations. Okay, I saw that. I saw Yahweh Shah glowing, standing up on a chariot, glowing, powered up, and these heathens saying, "Oh, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday!" Saying, just panicking. Oh shit! In our communication systems. And I'm seeing all this. Most of showing me all this. Seeing Yahweh Shah powered up, just charged up, it's just crazy. It's terrible, man. Crazy. I'm seeing all of this. And the Most High, show me this, bring me all this, and start bringing me up more to the space, to where it's all calm and peaceful. Brought me out, up out of space to the dark space. I'm just floating. The Most High just bring me. It's all peaceful. Then I wake up. That was the third dream I got. That was, I saw it. And so I'm like, after pretty much I got my fourth and fifth dream, like, man, this stuff all links up. So I got my fourth and fifth dream. This was 2021. I got these in August. So I believe that first dream I got had to be at the end of July. Had to be July 2020. Because I got these two dreams in August, pretty much after my birthday, after I turned 20, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And the fourth dream was, it was me. I had to be either in a chariot, or I had, had spiritual power, and I was just in the air flying, floating, floating in midair. And what was it? Yeah, and pretty much I'm at this city, this island place, or this city island. And I believe it's this camp that at the top of a car garage. It could have been Great Millstone. It could have been a Great Millstone affiliates. And the city going on, and missiles started hitting the place, the cities. I'm watching missiles hit this place, and then I'm watching the brothers on the top of the car garage. Because the car garage got height. The city getting hit with missiles, and these brothers saying, "Call Lord Yahweh Shema Shah." They giving all praise to the Most High by Shema Shah. And I'm watching, and I'm just commending them brothers in the spirit. Like, man, I'm just happy. You seeing the city, the island, getting hit with missiles. Boom, 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 boom. Watching them brothers giving all praise to the Most High by Shema Shah. Or this could have been either an island city or a coastal city. I'm not. Either was a coastal city or an island city. One of the two. And I'm just watching, like, yeah, I'm commending them brothers. And I'm just happy. And so then I just after that, they giving out praises. In the midst of them giving out praises about Shema Shah, I just watch them for a while. The place getting hit up with missiles, and then I just fly. I guess I got somewhere else to go, and either I'm in a chair or I got spiritual power and I'm flying. I just fly away. I just go somewhere else to go, and then I had to wake up, and I woke up. That was the fourth dream. And then the fifth dream was me standing before the throne of Yahweh, and he had this big fiery book, and he was speaking to me, right? He was speaking to me, and he pretty much saying, for the most part, what I remember what he said is he about to destroy the earth, he about to destroy this place. He was putting emphasis on how he's going to destroy the world. He gonna bring the end. He about to bring that in, man. All these people doubting and all that. He about to do. He about to do it. he gonna do it. And in that dream, you know, me hearing him talking stuff, and then it gets it's like boom, it's like instantly we went out of space. You know, we somewhere in the universe, we out of space. You know, it's dark, but the stars out there are glistening stuff, so like the light piercing through the darkness, and it's just beautiful. And then that book, if I'm not mistaken, that book closes up, and it goes in the Most High's hand. And I'm sitting before the throne, and I'm just, you know, I'm like, you know, it's crazy. And the book is in his hand, and he gives me power. You know, he gives me, he's about to leave, but he gives me power. You know, he gives me power, like, he gives me spiritual power. You know, literally, the Most High Yahweh gave me spiritual power. So I have power, and then, he got a book in his hand, and he sit on the throne, and he just floats away. It's like, floats away, but he moved backwards, floats away backwards. And he gave me power, you know, and then I wake up. You know, and so I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, all this, you know, from, you know, what's the chance, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, man, so those 5 dreams had to link up. They had to pretty much been the same, different thing. Most High was showing me. And, you know, and I'm just saying all this because you know, it's powerful. I want to do a series on it, man. You know, with some production behind it. Because this shit is heavy. You know? And the Most High have shown me a lot of dreams, visions. You know, I say you probably over 500 dreams and visions, biblical, spiritual. You know, a lot of spiritual power dreams for sure. But these 5 dreams had to be the most top spiritual ever. You know, that's why I'm sharing. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And I definitely want to do a series on it and have some production behind it. You know. And get it out there to the people, because, you know, this testimony is real. I'm a witness. I bear witness. This testimony is real. You know, it's like it. But you know, yeah. You know, I take it. You know, the dreams. The Lord's given to me. Backwards. I don't want to say backwards, but He was given to me. In backwards numerical order of how they're gonna happen. He gave me the dreams to me, how they're gonna happen from last to the beginning, or to end to beginning, or last to first. Basically, the first dreams, he gave me, that was like, that's gonna happen the last. So basically, it's like, okay, the Lord gonna give me spiritual power first, right? He gonna bring that in. I'm gonna have spiritual power. All right. Then, you know, eventually, you know, World War III gonna be at its peak. The missiles gonna start dropping. Right. You're gonna see them. I'm gonna have spiritual power. I'm gonna see the missiles. World War III. Right. I'm gonna be one of those men with that power. You know, I'm gonna be one of those men that get that great fame and praise. It was the most really showing me. You know, that's what I believe. And then what's next? Oh yeah, the missiles. When the missiles drop, that's when Yahweh Shai come. That's the war in heaven. Right. When the war in heaven gonna be taking place, because that's why they got the whole Space Force and shit. So Yahweh Shai gonna immediately he gonna do away with their whole aerial army. You know, the Air Force. You know, their whole little Space Force. That's gonna be the first battle. The first battle gonna take place in heaven, the firmament. Yahweh Shai gonna do away with that. What was the second dream? What was the second? Oh yeah. Decree. Yeah, the decree. So pretty much, I wouldn't say, well, let me see. I would say they were kind of mixed up and jumbled. So I could say, first one, you could say, okay, the power. Okay? Power. And then you got the missiles. And then the decree. The decree come before Yahweh Shai get back. So Yahweh Shai gonna get the decree, the missile World War III, and then the war in heaven. And then Yahweh Shai take out, you know, them. Yahweh Shai, you know, gonna Mr. Yahweh Shai taking out, you know, the armies. The elect gonna get beamed up. You know, when the missiles hit ground zero. You know, so you can say, okay, power, all right? Power, missiles, right? Decree, war in third heaven, and beaming up. But I say me getting beamed up. That was really the emphasis on me getting beamed up. Although I did get beamed up, it was emphasis on Yahweh Shai. Let me see, Yahweh Shai, let me see my desire upon my enemies. You know, Yahweh Shai had to at least scared, you know. You know, so we you know, I ain't making that a doctrine, but the Lord, he speaketh, you know, that was the coincidence that those dreams coincide with one another, man. And it makes sense. You know, and it makes sense, man. You know. So I'm gonna read this Revelation 14:14, and I looked and behold a white cloud, and upon a cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. So that's when the Most High, Yahweh, get a decree to the angels to get a decree to Yahweh Shai to return. And he that sat on the cloud, thrusting his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. So that's when Yahweh Shai gonna make his, that's the pretty much the overview of Yahweh Shai getting the decree from on the earth, doing his job, and the aftermath of doing his job. You know? And this in World War III plays a huge part. It's vital in all of this. You know? Okay? It's vital in all of this. And so, we can see it. All right? World War III started November 23rd, 2023, according to Alexa Amazon. October 14, 2023 is the American annular solar eclipse, which is exactly 40 days before they speak the date. All right, and then literally after that, you got the total solar eclipse happening on April 8th, 2024, which is what is that? Is that October? We got November, December, January, February, March. Okay, April, but it's not necessarily 6 months because it's October 14th. It's after the 8th, April 8th. You know, 14th is after the 8th, so it's 5 months, almost 6 months. It's 5 months and some weeks and some days. You know. So, you know, so we're going to see. You know, we are going to see, man. Okay, but I'm going to get you closed out with that, giving up praise to Yahweh, Bashim, Ashah, Bashim, Rakak, that's for me, spirit to do this video. All right, how Bashim, Ashah, Bashim, for Lake, peace, bless our taste, to the house, David, the Lake, DC, to America, Baba, soon. Come on, Shalom, Shalom, to Lake, my Shalom.
Alexa, when will World War III start?
World War III starts on November 23, 2023 at 6:05 p.m., when Russia launches an attack against Germany.